What's good, folks? And your man Jay Ross from Weekly Views checking in. So we got to talk about it. So Bedo was just recently shot the other night. He was shot in the head. A lot of people were just saying he was grazed, but from looking on his Instagram live and seeing the videos, his face is all bloody. Man, God was definitely on his side because he did survive. It definitely could have went a whole nother direction. So I'm just hoping that he uses this as an eye opener, and it's time for a change. We only get so many chances in life, so I definitely hope he spends the time to really think about this and walk away from the BS, man. Because like I said, yeah, he survived, but it definitely could have went another way. Now he does believe that a female gave a drop on him where he was at. Now this is something normal. Females always giving a drop, and I think that comes from us, as fellas. Man, we like to, we think with our penis a lot of times. Now, he was saying that it wasn't a girl that he was with, but he does believe that some female, you know, did play a part in, him getting hit up. From what on Key Talk Media, I was watching, and he basically broke it down and said Beto seen the car. The car was moving kind of funny, and once he got aware, he definitely tried to get away, and he wasn't able to. I'm just glad nothing extreme happened to him. He didn't get killed. God was definitely on his side. He definitely has a guardian angel. You know, Beto does have a history. He has a lot of issues, and sometimes, a lot of stuff that we do, comes back and haunts us. We may forget, but, there's no expiration date on karma. I don't know what he's done, for somebody to do this, but I will say, though, that he definitely needs to move different. And, like I just said in my recent video, about Go Yayo, you know, maybe he needs to move. I don't know where he's living at out there, but definitely he needs to move. He probably needs to cut some people out of the circle. He needs to change up and just move different. Because, like I said, fingers crossed. Hopefully this doesn't happen again. But this should be an eye opener to not just Beto, but to a lot of people out there too, especially with this kind of situation. Because what if he didn't? What if he didn't make it? Then this would be a whole different video, a way different conversation, man. So that was just my thoughts on the whole situation, man. Like I said, wishing the best for him. Hopefully things get better for him. It's your man Jay Ross from Weekly Views. I'm out.